There's Jill. Hey, we're back, Jill. So we were here last Monday, right?
Right.
And this is where you found the belt buckle?
Yes.
That was an incredible find. What do you think we're going to find today?
The townspeople are talking about it.
They are. We just had breakfast, and we know or the cousin of the guy that owns this property was there, right?
Right.
And he was pretty excited about the belt buckle. So everybody in town here knows about that.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. But we need to focus, right? We barely scratched the surface here.
We got a lot of work to do today.
Yeah. So we have to dig every and any signal, and the barn that's right behind us here. We haven't even looked around this barn yet.
I know.
So we're gonna have to go check around this barn. So, all right. Well, let's go find more relics.
Let's dig it.
All right. All right, you'll be happy to know that I did bring my stuff today. So I have my finds pouch here and my pinpointer, so I didn't have to borrow Jill's today. But here's Jill on her first find of the day. What do you got, Jill?
I got a button. My little flat button.
Oh, that's very similar to one I found last week.
Is it?
Very similar. Yep.
Nothing on the front.
Nice.
It's on the back.
All right, she's on the board.
Yay.
Let's get this situated here. So Jill got a bird. We have no idea what this is. That's cool.
It's really thin too.
Yeah, like a swan or something on there.
Yep, that's a swan.
Nice.
And some fancy around it.
What's on the back? Is it just the relief of it? Yeah, dirt. Oh.
Oh yeah, it is. It's the relief of the bird.
Just wanted to make sure there wasn't like a, I don't know, something on the back that would identify it better, but.
Nope.
That's really strange what it is. I don't know.
Maybe it does go like that because it's more prominent there. Just clean the wrong side off.
Hard to say.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Nice. All right, well.
Okay.
Maybe it's a Civil War swan.
Attached to something. Something decorative.
Alrighty.
All right.
All right, I'm on my first interesting find. My first good find, I think. I think this is an earring. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's got this hook here. I don't think it's going to be terribly old. Nor, I don't think it's of a precious, I don't think it's a precious metal. Maybe, who knows? No, it looks like tarnished on the back, so I don't think it's going to be, if anything, it's something plated, yeah. Looks like it's plated. I don't know. Just a decorative earring. Interesting find. Too bad it's not gold. At least I don't think it is. Yeah, look at that right there. It looks like it's plated. All right, well, if it turns out to be solid gold, I'll let you know, but I don't think it is. All right, well, here's a fun find. I had to dig pretty deep for this. This here is going to be a compact. So like a little makeup kit. Probably would have had some rouge or blush in it or whatever you want to call it. Looks like there's a little bit of pattern on the one side here, just some vertical lines, and you can see the hinge here. Now, usually when I pop these open, there's maybe some fragments of glass in here because sometimes there would have been a like a mirror in there. I always hope, now this is feeling very light, I always hope that somebody took one of these and put a coin in them, and I don't think that's going to be the case here. And you can see it does open up and reveals, I think this here is going to be like the, it looks like just dirt compacted in there over the years in this compact. Yeah, nothing of interest in there, but yeah, little compact. Not super uncommon to find these, but it rang up really good. I was hoping I was on a coin, but nope. All right, we'll keep going. Well, it's not a super fantastic find, but it's got a key. Yep. I've said this before, and I always think How unfortunate somebody lost the key. They couldn't get into whatever it was this would have gotten them into. Looks like maybe a padlock key. All right, we'll keep going. Hopefully find something a little better than that. All right, I just came in. There's a spring here on this property. There's actually a bunch of springs in the field, but this is a nice running spring he has here. Just a beautiful little spring. And I thought, you know, there'd be maybe some signals in here. There's a couple signals I'm getting, mostly iron. You can see here there's like a piece of iron right there. But I had just spotted this bottle. I actually pulled it up and set it over here. But yeah, look at this bottle. This one's nice, and it actually has on it their H.A. Bortner bottling in Hanover PA. Yeah, that's a nice one. It's a nice one for sure. I will gladly take this. Gonna need a little bit of cleaning, that's for sure, but yeah, it's a nice bottle. I would say probably like, I'm not an expert on this, but my guess is like it's 1900s for sure, like 1920s, 30s, maybe 40s, something like that. But I'll do a little research on it. We'll see what we get out of it. But yeah, all right, that's my let's call that my first really good find of the day. I got the compact. That was nice to find, but this is really nice. I like this. All right, I'm gonna throw it in my bag. We'll show Jill here. I think she's gonna be excited about this. Here comes Jill. I just told her I got a nice find. I said, oh, you don't have to come over, but of course she's interested in seeing what I got here. What did the property owner said he found a lot of on this property? Bottles.
Oh, you found a bottle!
I got a nice bottle that says H.A. Bortner Bottling, Hanover, PA. Oh, she got a signal right there.
Can you hear that?
I can't hear it, but I saw you stop and...
Yeah. I don't know where to... Make sure there's nothing...
Don't worry, I only saw 3 snakes, so...
Oh, is it in the woods?
I found it over here by the spring. Oh, and there's some leather there. That's interesting.
Hey, cool. Oh, it has... Look at that.
Yeah. It's embossed on there.
Hanover.
Yep.
Well, that's cool.
That's a good one. There's a big
Good
B on the
job.
top because it's a Bortner
Oh, okay.
as like the company. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's a good one. I
Good.
love when you find them and they have the city on it.
No kidding.
We're not, what are we like a 30-minute drive to Hanover roughly?
Yeah, 30,
25, something like that, 30, 40 minutes?
Yeah.
Cool, we'll take it.
Very cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so that piece of leather I was just saying, I whenever I got it here, that's the side of a shoe. Or a boot. I have no idea how old. Probably not super old, but I mean oldish. Probably older than me. All right. All right, I just dug really deep there. You could see. Yeah, what do we got here? Yeah, pretty deep. And I pulled out this spoon bowl. Does not look silver. If anything, silver plated, but I even doubt that. But it is the second spoon on the day. Not uncommon to find these at an old house site. But it gave a good signal. I was hoping it'd be something a little bit better, but yeah, it is a pretty crude old spoon, or probably not that old. But, all right, well, let's keep going. Let's find something better than this. All right, I'm trying not to get my hopes up too high on this. I just dug a button, and this car goes by, and now it doesn't look like it's like a Scoville. It's often what you see with like a Civil War button. I saw a little bit of gold gilt on the front, and it looks like a little like check pattern, like kind of basket weave cross hatch kind of thing. I think this is just going to be a decorative button, and yeah, I think I found similar ones to this before. You can see a little bit of that gold gilt coming through, and like a basket weave kind of pattern on the front there. I was hoping there'd be an eagle or some numbers on here, but yep, unfortunately I don't think. I'll get my magnifying glass on it, but I'm pretty sure that's all this is a it's still a beautiful button, but it's not military. All right, well, we'll keep going. That's a great sign though. If I found this, there could be military buttons here. All right, well, it's a little bit of a heartbreaker when you see this in the ground, the edge of that, and that's what it turns out to be. That'll get your blood pumping. All right, I think I found something that I've never found before, and I think I have no idea what it even is.
Well, that would make sense.
We're gonna need to get eyes and magnifying glasses on this. You ready?
Yeah.
What in the world is this coin?
1900.
But what is that on there?
What is that? Oh, isn't that pretty?
That's
is pretty. 18. Wait, is that 18?
Let's get my magnifying glass out.
What the heck is that?
I have no idea what this is, Jill.
Oh, here.
It says something on the back. I saw some
Wait
words coming through.
Is this going to be a token of some sort?
I don't know.
Just lightly here?
Yeah.
Oh, I know what it is.
What is it?
It's a Civil War token, I believe.
A Civil War token?
It's a Civil War token.
No
of
way.
That time period. I think it's that time period.
Well, let's see.
Something does it say army? Your army or something?
It does say army. Our army.
Our army. Look here.
I think that's what it is.
And I think it's 1862 or 1863.
No way.
That is awesome.
I thought I had an Indian head, but no.
She's gorgeous. Oh my gosh. What a wonderful find, Patrick. That was
Oh my gosh. Yes.
That's beautiful.
That is
Here,
cool. All right,
quick.
I gotta get this a little bit cleaned up here.
Yeah. Oh my.
All right, I got it cleaned up a bit here. I'll get better pictures of this at home, but there's Lady Liberty on the front. This is hold, so somebody was using it. Jill was saying like maybe it's jewelry, a bracelet or something. And on the back, it does say Our Army. So I will do a little bit more research on this and give you some of that information in the video here, but this is a really good find. I didn't even know these existed. Jill did, but I've never seen one before, and this is certainly it's like one of these things, Jill, you get these like bucket listers that you didn't know were your bucket listers until you found it.
That's right.
So
That's right.
yes. All right.
Please hit that like button and be sure to subscribe and check back. A future video will explain more about this historical token.
All right, I just found a buckled, not very old, iron buckle here. But interesting find, and means that there's still stuff here. There's going to be a lot of area to cover. So, all right, we'll add it to my buckle collection.
Boom.
Boom indeed. That's what that sounded like when they shot that out of the musket.
Yeah. Well,
That's nice.
There you go.
Oh, thank you.
Whatever you have.
I realized I was looking at my collection. I have a lot of musket balls.
I do too. I do too. Let me show you the other.
What else you got here? That wasn't that deep either.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Look at this button. I don't know if you can see. There's like polka dots all over
Oh
it.
yeah.
And it's a flat button.
Nice. Nice.
Isn't that crazy?
All right. Well, let's find more musket balls.
I know, but look how weird. Like right here. That's definitely a rifle.
Well, and if it was fired, it was who knows where from, so. All right. All right. I'm not super far from where I found that Civil War token. It was somewhere right in here. And I just dug this out of the ground. Would you look at that? This is, I don't know if this is a kg or a large cent. We'll have to let it dry and see what it is. I don't want to start rubbing it. But yeah, that's nice. That's my second one from this particular permission. I've been on a large cent tear lately. I got 14 from one site, 2 from another, and 2 from here, all since like November. These things are just popping out of the ground for me. I love it. I love it. All right. Yes. All right, I just found what's going to be, I believe, a suspender clip. My hunch is that this is broken off, that there'd be a little loop over here to sort of have the strap going through here and it's sort of fixed to like a button. So yeah, probably I don't know, you know, actually it's kind of flexible. It'd be strange, it wouldn't be a very sturdy suspender clip, but that's what I think it is. Maybe it's for, it might be a garter for holding up socks. That's probably a more likely scenario, actually. But yeah. All right, we'll keep going.
It's not a large scent. It's older than that. No details as usual.
Feels on a coin there. That's the, I got two. You got this one, and you got maybe a half cent, like a smaller one.
Smaller one.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's some age here.
Yeah.
Nice.
Poor thing.
I don't think you're getting anything off of that one.
No.
That's the way they go.
Yep.
Alrighty. I just got the second key on the day. Alright. We'll keep going and hopefully find a another coin or a Civil War relic. Alright. It's getting to the end of the day. You can see the sun setting over there. And Jill is still out there. I've got a couple swings left in me for sure. But I just dug this here. And boy, was this a really good signal. But unfortunately, it's just some kind of cap or something. So nothing great there, but I'll keep swinging, like I said, for a little bit more. In case I don't find anything, then I'm just going to wrap up here. If I do find something good, I'll show you. But what another great day. So I'm still trying to piece together what's going on here. So Jill found the Civil War buckle, the Confederate buckle here, and I found that token, the Civil War token. So I got to do a little bit more research on that. And I'd also like to do a little research to see if there was possibly a soldier from the Civil War that lived here on this property. That might shed some light on what we're seeing, but you just never know. So I did want to say that I spoke with the property owner about the World War II button that I found the last time I was here. And he indicated that the house that's on this property that, well, it's torn down now. It had gone through fire and got torn down. Jill and I have been searching around that foundation. It's a lot of where we're finding most of the stuff. And he said that as far as he knows, going back to like the prior owners, that's always been like a rental property. And what we suspect is that anyone that lost that World War II button probably served in World War II, but came back and was just either renting the house or working in the farm as a farmhand. So I don't know that we're going to be able to really track down who that belonged to. My first thought was it may belong to the, you know, the present owner somehow, like tied in with his family, but there was no connection there. So, but that's just what we do. We continually look for, when we find something, we try to associate it with somebody or at some point in time, and that's all the fun of this hobby. So I spend hours and hours metal detecting, but I spend a lot of time researching before I go out and researching after I come back. And it's just a large part of the hobby that I love doing, is just all the research. So maybe we'll find some interesting stories out of what we found here, and I will certainly do some videos if that's the case. But if not, thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you're not. That really helps out my channel a lot. Thanks.